Hi, I'm Max Dalton, and in this video, I'm going to review the Hexnub cover for Sphero robots. The Hexnub cover that I'll be reviewing can be used with the Sphero 1 and 2 and the Sphero SPRK and SPRK Plus. It will not work with the Sphero Mini. The plastic cover on Sphero's robotic balls is tough, durable, and can take quite a beating in its own right. However, if the area where you'll be driving your Sphero robot indoors is covered with vinyl, laminate, or hardwood floors, the robot can start to slide around and lose control when you're flying around at higher speeds. Separately, if you plan on taking your Sphero robot ball outside and rolling it around on a concrete, asphalt, or some other non-plastic friendly surface, your robot's internal components will likely be perfectly fine, but the plastic shell will likely be scuffed and take some degree of damage. Additionally, if you plan on taking your Sphero robot outside, you are almost always one wrong turn away from driving through a natural hazard that could do long-term damage to your robot. Because while Sphero is waterproof up to 15 feet, you may not feel comfortable tempting fate by driving your pricey robot through a puddle. The Hexnub cover for your Sphero or Sphero SPRK robot gives you both additional traction on solid surfaces and a strong layer of protection against the elements. The outer rubber shell is roughly 1/8 of an inch thick, and the shell is also covered in raised bumps that help with traction. The cover slides easily onto your Sphero robot, hugs the robot comfortably, and has never shown any sign of looseness or sliding off of our Sphero. And because the shell slides on and off easily, it's easy to clean. The only issue I have with the Hexnub cover is that there is a roughly 1/4 inch gap of exposure that spans halfway around the ball after you get the cover on. The result of this lip is that the ball doesn't travel fluidly on smooth surfaces, and if you look closely, you can see it bouncing around a bit more than you would expect it to, specifically as a result of this gap. I feel like this is standard fare with this type of cover, and it has never hindered our experience playing with it, but it is something to keep in mind. I would imagine that the experience is the same with other types of Sphero covers more engineered for outdoor use, but I haven't used any of those. Finally, Hexnub covers for Sphero balls come in a variety of colors and cost roughly $10, depending on the color you get. This is roughly half the price of other comparable products, and while I've never used those products, I have no regrets about getting the Hexnub cover, and I would highly recommend it for anyone looking for a protective cover for their Sphero 1 or 2 or Sphero SPRK or SPRK Plus robot ball. Thanks for watching. Click the video link on the right side of the screen to check out another video. Click the logo on the left side of the screen to subscribe to this channel to see more great videos like this one.